following is a DistroKid TV special presentation.
Oh, hey, what's up, MTV? Oh, sorry, I mean Distro Cribs. You guys want to see my crib right now? All right, come on in, let's go. Check it out, come with me. What's up, I'm Marty, and welcome to where global streaming hits get made. All right, so this is my workstation. You know, it's nice and mobile. I have just enough to make all the gnarly videos that I've been making for years. I'm running everything through my Boss Katana Mini, also known as the Katona. Well, and of course, I use DistroKid to upload tracks to Spotify, Apple Music, all the various streaming services. DistroKid is the one. All right, here we got the merch warehouse, also known as the kitchen. I spend about half my day signing autographs. I built this empire myself. No team, no managers, just me, a little DistroKid love, and we rocked it. All right, I'm gonna take you to my studio, but before we do that, guys gotta eat, so let's go. I only like to eat the finest food to, nurture my mind and my soul. DistroKid cereals got me covered. Now let me take you to Studio A. All right, so this is my main rig right here. Check it out. All right, this right here, this is my vocal booth. I found this mattress on the side of the road. It's no Abbey Road, but with DistroKid, I can reach the whole world. All right, let me show you my spa where I reflect on my royalty splits. Oh, hey, what's up? I didn't see you there. I'm just checking my royalty splits here. DistroKid helps me split my royalties automatically with my collaborators. I gotta finish up. Look, you don't need a label, you don't need a mansion, you just need DistroKid and maybe some good Wi-Fi. All right, that was a good hang, but you gotta leave now. It's time for me to make some more hits. I'm serious. It's time, get out. Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Gonna break down Led Zeppelin, The Ocean. I'm gonna give you a version from me watching them play it live, like if you wanted to cover it with a band, because the original recording has a lot of overdubs, different parts going on. So I'm giving you like a version where you could play it all the way through as one guitar player in a band or cover it, etc. Also, real quick, got a lot of free resources for you to help you get better at guitar than just watching YouTube. So get my free chord and scale book with arpeggios, triads, every scale that you would ever need, every chord you would ever need for your foundation of playing guitar. Totally free in a PDF. You can get it in the link below. Also, thanks for supporting Marty Music, whether it's been for almost 20 years now or more recently. Really appreciate you. So let's have some fun. Here we go. All right, let's start with the main riff. You can think of it, it's the key of A, but you can kind of like look at the structure of the A minor pentatonic, but there's some other notes besides that, but it's just kind of like that little box, So we're going to hammer on 2 times from 5 to 7 on the D string. Then 5, then 7 on the A string to 8 on the E string. And live, he would slide that down. Then 5-7 on the A to 5 on the D. 5-7 on the A to 7 on the D. So then 4 on the A to 7 on the D. Then 5-7 on the A. So you put that all together. And then it starts over. So on the studio recording, sometimes he chugs along on that 8th fret E. Now, the studio recordings had multiple guitars playing different parts. He was so great at the studio session vibe, you know, overdubbing. So I'm kind of going to approach this tutorial as if you're only one guitar and you wanted to cover it in a band, play it live. You know, this is what I would do. So I'd play, think of it as a D bar chord. And so that's going to be the 5th fret A string root with the A shape with your 3rd finger. Ba-da-da-da. Then down a whole step to C. So then I grab the 1 finger A. Same shape, but now it's the open A, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret. And you're gonna go A and then hit a G note, but just think of that 3rd fret E string. So grab that C chord again and strum it and immediately go up to D. Let's just like one time on that. And it slides up. So all together. So after you go through it 2 times, you're going to do that little 4, 7, 5, 7. And you can either end it there or you can go just to the 7th fret D string and they do the vocal. Yeah, that's vocal, it's not guitar. So na 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 into this again. All through, so those are the parts. Finally, you're going to get to a new part, and that is going to be D up to E. So into this little like guitar harmony part. Okay, so we're doing this climb up D. And you can think of that as the E major pentatonic. So he's doing an E major pentatonic solo over that. So if you wanted to just play the part, you can play that. Or if you wanted to solo and just the bass, or you had another guitar player, you could solo an E major pentatonic. He does this little kind of pickup lick before the harmony part. And so that's the 17 to 16 on the high E to 17 on the B. And then it goes into this harmony part, which is the A major scale. And so those notes are all, you can play this in different, you can play any scale on any part of the guitar. So I'm just going to show you where I would play it just by listening to it by ear. So that'd be the first one. Then there's a second one. So let's go over that first one. So I'm doing 6 to 4 on the G string, then 2 to 1 on the G string, 4 2 on the D, 4 2 on the A. So Then I'm going up, because you could do it on the high E, but it's a little thicker on the B string. You get a little more ring out, a little more tone than the high E string. So I'm doing 10-9, 7-5, all on the B string. Then second fret B to 4 on the G. 2, 4 on the G. You put them together. One other thing, the first solo of the song is over the... And that's a straight A blues kind of solo. If I was covering the song, I wouldn't be trying to play the album's note for note solo. And if you watch Led Zeppelin play it live, Jimmy Page doesn't either. So I would go for a really nice, A blues solo over that. All in the A blues, A minor pentatonic. Then when it goes to the D up to the E, it's the E major pentatonic. So look out for that. And then one other little thing that you could do when you're playing the D up to the E section, we could call it like the final kind of jam of the song. You could do this little triad thing that you can kind of, I think, hear it in the studio recording, but when you watch them live, like on YouTube, like live footage, he also goes to this little triad version of D up to E. So that would be 9th fret G, and then, 11th fret G, 10th fret B, 10th fret high E, and then Hammer-Ons on the 12th fret B and high E, like... You either hammer on the high E to the B or the B to the high E. It's, part of just having the energy. You can improvise it a little bit. Hope you guys dug the lesson. Really appreciate you hanging out for a while with me. Love Led Zeppelin, definitely one of my top 3 favorite bands. Also, don't forget, I've got that free ultimate guitar guide, which has every chord that you would really need for playing for your foundation. All the scales that you would need, plus the main triads and arpeggios. So it's more than just a basic chord and scale book, and it's totally free. So get that in the link below. And of course, while you're down there, I appreciate you subscribing to the channel, leaving comments. You can, request stuff that you'd like to see in the comments below. And thanks again for supporting Marty Music. We'll hope to see you again real soon.